Welcome subscribers, this is Jake from Amazing Stock Report, and today's video lesson is on moving average lines. We have Revolutionary Concepts stock chart up, and on the left here you can see it says MA 20.004. That's moving average 20-day, and that's the value. Okay, so 0.004 is the 20-day moving average. What does that mean? It means that 0.004 is the average closing price of the stock in a 20-day period of time. Okay, 0.003 is the average closing price of the stock in a 50-day period of time, and 0.006 is the average closing price of the stock in a 200-day period of time. All right. Moving average lines, we'll get into more complex videos later, but basically what you need to know is if the stock price is below the moving average, then that acts as an area of resistance, okay? And if it's above, the stock price is above the moving average, that area acts as support. Also, you get soft buy and sell signals from the moving averages. For example, the stock price closed above the 50-day moving average here. That's your buy signal, and actually has since held pretty nicely. All right. So it's important to notice here that the stock closed at 0.004, which is the 20-day moving average. All right. So what you look for going forward into next trading day is if this area is going to hold. Okay. If this area has a lot of support, has a lot of buying pressure, then it could be a good entry for you. The stock's cooled off after the first two runs, and looks like it could consolidate here at this level before the next rip up. If it doesn't hold, then look for the 50-day moving average of 0.003 to act as an area of support. And if that doesn't hold, then could go much lower. There's other support and resistance areas we're going to go through in other videos. I'm just trying to keep each video short, sweet, and simple. All right. Now let's use our last video on RSI in conjunction with this video. All right. And let's see if you can combine them. All right. And notice how to use them together. Okay, so let's just say, I guess we'll just use the buy signal we got when the stock closed above the 50-day moving average. Okay, that's a bullish signal. We enter here. Okay, RSI is just below 50, so we have some room before it's overbought. And the next day, stock rips up, and RSI is still under 70. It looks like it had a decent close, so we haven't got out yet. The next day, rips up again, the RSI becomes overbought. Okay, at this point you're up 200, a little over 200%. So I mean, by then you should take profit anyway. But so you sell here using your RSI, and you bought using your moving average close above the 50-day. Then the stock, some profit taking occurred. The stock kind of trended lower, consolidated, and now you're looking for this 20-day moving average to hold. Okay, it fails, but quickly the next day it closes above the 20-day. That's your buy signal. RSI's cooled off a bit since the first run. Stock ripped up, and as soon as stock was overbought, if you notice the next day the stock gaps up and opens above the 200-day moving average, which is a strong buy signal as well. And also, given the fact that the 200-day moving average is the longer moving average, it's a more significant line than the 20-day. Okay. Now you want to look for that 200-day to hold. The next day, RSI shot up to almost 90. That should have been a signal to you to say, you know what, I'm gonna take some profits and get out of here. So you got out here, and look what happened. Profit taking occurred. The stock dropped below the 200-day moving average. So the next area of support you look at, as far as moving averages go, is the 20-day, which is right here, and that's where the stock's at now. All right. So using the strategy, the next buy signal would be if the stock holds this 0.004 and holds this 20-day moving average, you can then re-enter for a possible another ride up. Okay, so that's how you use them together. And there's other indicators we're going to go over, and you're going to want to use. Usually traders use 3 or 4 that they like. You'll find the ones you like to use yourself. And when you learn how to use them all together, you can become quite successful at timing your entries and exits. Okay. So that's this video on moving averages. If you have any questions, feel free to email us, info@amazingstockreport.com. That's info@amazingstockreport.com. And you guys just remember, have fun, take profits, and happy trading.